welcome to the live. So something else is brought to my attention, and somebody's like, "Damn, is she gonna address it? Is she not?" But then it's like, it's one of those. It's like, yeah, you gotta address it because in this situation, regardless of what's going on, because it's like, my ear itchy because somebody could be pissed like a motherfucker about this because it's like, well, shit. All it takes for her is to say the name. However, because in one instance in a situation, someone gonna end up learning. I gotta laugh because it was just like, to me personally, it's like, it's disturbing, but then it's like a comfort, but then it was just like, but for why? Because it's like, I could care less. However, it does allow me to know that I've been completely 100% accurate with everything. Excuse me. Oh, damn, that was a big ass confirmation. That I have been completely accurate about any and everything I've been talking about to this point. And I don't know if this person is not. Well, people could be versus on anything because it was like the professional cleaners. Because people be like, what's a cleaner? If you don't know what a cleaner is, baby, then you over here watching for nothing, right? And then you have Leon, the professional. And now the person who I'm gonna speak of, and I gave my word because I said, you know what, some shit go down. I ain't gonna mention your name. It just is what it is. I mentioned it before, but it's not like it's gonna click to anybody. Excuse me, because I'm like irritated because it's like you disturbed my slumber. But the biggest part of this is, why would you try to show up in a situation? But it was like, nah, Sharita, they needed this person due to the simple fact. And he was working with a judge, a prosecutor, and the hotel folks. Because the hotel folks were the ones with, trying to get the cameras all installed right there. And this is like how they felt that it was going to be super elaborate. Even down to the current. Because that's how I knew it was like, it's supposed to be very elaborate and not being able to explain it. But the thing of it is I'm feeling like somebody literally had to get a conscience on this, even though, ain't no moral code when you in the dark world like that. But then it was like, naturally, you can just pick up on when a person ain't did some shit, they ain't did some shit. It's like, okay, well, they know some shit. Because this is like somebody, even if they are, in that type of world, whatever, someone's common sense then kicked in, and it's like, why would you even just get somebody, involved in it? Or go bother them and go after them like that, knowing that this is the type of world that they grew up in. So I feel like whoever the person is, whether it's like the professional, the cleaner, or whatever the case may be, it's like it's dawning on them that it's like, well, if they seriously going under federal investigation, why the fuck would you send me here from the other countries and get the, like, I'm telling you, it's literally a big table, the big elites, the high renaissance motherfuckers, and other things like that. Because like I said, with how far and how deep this shit goes, somebody didn't realize what something was going, how far something was going to go. And somebody sit there talk shit all day fucking long. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Don't bother me when I can tell who you are and where you were sent to be around, right? So whoever like the person is, they had to go do a little bit of digging for themselves personally. And this is a female. Honestly, it's a female or a gay motherfucker. I get mad because it's like, ain't no way, because it was like one thing that really stood out while I was sitting there, when you're sleeping, when you're not asleep. But it's like sometimes when you get into a certain state, you can summon the person of the main follower and the main culprit. So I seen it, I was like, oh, that was the same dude from the hotel. But it was just like, okay, well, let me carry on just to figure out exactly what it was. But however, it just clearly had showed during the time, like, say, because like with the experience, it was like the guy needs, it was these people from the other place. But most likely, 10 times out of 10, a lot of the people don't really know the United States, even when they, they do have their lodges and stuff like that. America's lodges is not really taken seriously, and then the Caribbean people are not ever really taken seriously. So your real hierarchies is coming, from Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, right? And a lot of people don't realize like how deep this shit could really go. And how I really went, it was like I was treated like that whole time while I'm sitting there doing this shit, right? I was treated like the protege, but it was more like I could clearly tell that the person who he kept following me with this black book. And with the book though, it was just like people would try to approach and try to have a conversation. It's just like, yeah. You know how like you can just listen to people. You listen, you talk to them. And then it was just like somebody that it just stuck out, because I don't know if this person was trying to. It's one of those, hey, the principal is coming. Like, basically, everybody that's doing this stupid shit around me. I don't give a fuck if they're a sheriff or lawyer, judge, whatever, attorney, judge. Shit, it could be the motherfucking president for all you shit. Whoever the fucking person is that's coming to do certain shit, let's just say that motherfucker is the principal, okay? Or like the headmaster, whatever, right? But then it's like you have the principal or headmaster or whatever. But here it was basically like this motherfucker looking at him like, does this motherfucker got a side to him like that? And it's like, you my protege. So every time that this person felt like, hey, you getting this person off course, you getting this person off course. But I could just see clearly, it was still in my peripheral, but it was just like, they coming like, you gotta get your book. It was like, did you finish your book? Did you read your book? But it was like every time as I'm getting ready to get started, or do what it is that I'm supposed to do, it's like this person realizing like these motherfuckers is distracting the fuck out of this person. They doing this, they doing that, whatever. But it's actually, it gave me like, I didn't know if to take it as advice. Are you being a cleaner again, or are you trying to be Leon a professional? Because you remember that little girl, she just got sick and tired of being fucking sick and tired. And basically, Leon was like, "Fuck it, let me just teach the little girl the game." And like to him, it was like I gained another child, but then it's like this is my goddamn protege. So with Leon the professional in the movie, he basically protected that girl and put her on to the skills that she needed to know for what I'm saying, for the world that he had to come from and shit like that. And like for me, it gave that vibe, but it also allowed me to know like whoever this fucking person is, they professional with whatever the fuck it is that they doing. But then it's like they sitting back, it's like something didn't add up. But it's given like at the same time, like how I'll be on my live, and it's just like it really be giving a fucking vibe of these. It be some gay motherfuckers coming on this shit, and it'll be like I said, this damn Urkel little motherfucker thinking he the finest shit out here since fucking last supper's fucking roast beef and shit like that. And it's like, look, bruh, I don't know if you don't realize how much dangerous this shit is, or you just feel like you doing something. And this is like even more so, like even here in the state of Florida, it's just like, bro, y'all, like even these people got to realize, do you realize what type of people you hired? Do you realize that how many people that you actually paid to come from these other countries to come here to the States to get this stuff done? But however, they're going to do their due diligence to study the person first of all, first and foremost. But however, depending on which elites, these were people that did not do their due diligence, because it's like, well, we know that we're trying to get this money, and it's like, okay, yeah, money is everything, but you got to understand, when you coming from the underworld, you coming from the dark side, shit, they can get money. That's not the fucking problem. The problem is if this person is whatever you trying to like, I feel like if these are people from professional underworld, they're pissed the fuck off. If they're this so incompetent, emotional, whatever the fucking case may be, and it's low key giving me a fucking vibe, because like I said, anybody can get fucking touched at this point. But it's not for to be fucking me, because this is like somebody sitting there like, okay, they've been standing alone by themselves this whole time. All this other time that like you got to look at the whole scenario from like beginning to current. And this right here where fucking people, especially when they getting them, like these will be motherfuckers that's so stupid and they so fucking desperate. It's like, we gonna get some people from some other countries because we need this shit to hurry up and be done, and I wanted it to be over with. The hotel motherfuckers, these are the fucking prosecutors, this is judges, lawyers, sheriffs and shit, right? To them, they just see it as, I have a problem, I need it gone, and they're making issues for me. But it's like, okay, well, what else is this? Oh, they're stealing this, they're stealing that, right? Here's the kicker though. They're probably just as much as they've been sitting here trying to give access to the unnecessary motherfucking people. This is where they fucked up at. You gave some hoodlums, you gave some people that be strung out on some shit, and this is where these professional elite motherfuckers, even the ones coming from out of country, sitting here sitting back like, okay, okay, you exploited them, you did all this, but the kicker is, they know our full operation. They know our full operation. How the fuck we function, how the fuck we do this, how the fuck we move. Okay, I thought you said that this person was naive, gullible, they was incompetent, they was emotionally unstable, they don't know no better. So this is where the chaos is starting to get pulled back, because it's like, okay, now they have to look at every person, and right now it's been the top five certain people that's been doing this, but they've been having like 20 people still trying to say, but hey, we're gonna come pay you this, we're gonna pay you this. Yeah, you paying the fee, but are you still getting the catastrophe and the chaos that you're fucking creating in this situation? Because it's like, these other people, I'm gonna call them, just say that they're professionals, right? Now, if anybody fucking really know, and especially if it's fucking Brazilians, right? Brazil is ruled by fucking Italy. The Italians fucking rule anybody come from Brazil or fucking Portugal, right? Common sense, if I have to be professionally speaking, right? Now, with those professionals having to have a particular conversation, and depending on their morals, their ethics, their values, what they feel about family, and certain things like that, somebody had to sit there and really like think about it. And it's one of those like, think about it. Hold on. Did she mention that she did have a relative that was actually married to somebody that is from my country? Yes. Italy, yes. And they wasn't nobody low life either. Because still to this day, I want to feel like this is something that goes all the way back to like between 91 and 94. When I say this shit goes back to 1991, 94, every single fucking person, I don't give a fuck if they governor, it doesn't fucking matter. They didn't do their due diligence. To them, they feel like this is justified shit. I need the problem gone. Somebody said, nope. Let me go and do some digging. This is somebody that even if they had to go back and figure out who they folks was, and they done found who they folks was, and somebody may have been digging on a higher level than what it is for the state of fucking Florida, and I feel like somebody is not giving them back the information, and it's like, but why is it not done? Why isn't it we can't do this? Why is we can't do that, right? But even down to the motherfucking low lives, I don't give a fuck if your ass came, from Spain, none of this other shit. I'm getting somebody literally told anybody that they was sending over internationally, stand the fuck down. I got some shit to fucking figure out real quick. Hold up. That's why I was like, when I remember when I was like, it kept telling me like on a higher level, it was like, hold on, baby girl, hold on, baby girl, hold on. Let me put some pieces together. Now, granted, these are people that knows it's like, okay, but she doesn't. The major three people from this international shit, let's say professionals, they're like, she's not a threat or nothing like that, because they can get, like, if somebody approaches you, you got a right to defend yourself. But these are also people that know it's like they don't bother nobody. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go fuck with you. I'm finna go steal from you. I'm finna go lie on you. I'm finna go do all this other shit. So, what information that they got from these people, and then the stories that they were doing, right? Somebody sat down with this shit, and it was just like, okay, it's still not making sense. But this is like, what is like Goodfellas, Sopranos, all mixed into one. Now, granted, anybody know, like I said, like some people were sitting there like shocked. It was like, how the fuck she know what the fuck a moyam is? I mean, if you grew up around and you heard the speech and the language and shit like that, you gonna know more or less when your ass getting disrespected. Now, other people be like, well, they don't know that. I mean, of course they're not gonna fucking know that. They're stupid, right? But also, they didn't have the luxury of actually being, you know, put into a family that was born into that type. And I'm hearing Gesundheit. These are people also digging a little bit deeper too, because it's like, why would you? Like it's like why would they go this far? So whatever it is that they found, it's like, yeah, this is insurance fraud. These are people like abusing them, and it's like it's a chance where these people say it's a 50-50 whenever it comes to this person, but it's like someone may have, whether you know it or not, that you encountered somebody like face to face, probably talk down, chat it up, whatever the case may be. I know who the person was that it was, because this is the same motherfucker going through the dream. It was like, you're supposed to be studying, but it's like the jealousy type thing, because it's like, well, at least I might have a chance type thing. And it's like, bro, friend, I'm not looking for any of that. I mean, if you go look out for me, look out for me. Don't take it to that point. But it's just like, professionally wanted it to be unprofessional, but wanted it to be personal, right? But then it's also like, I feel like, they kids could be part of that world type shit. We're here, Eric, Ariel, Sebastian, and I'll leave the other name unknown. But these are people that, if Buddy was sitting there lying, this is how I know that motherfucker probably spooked the motherfucker. Because it's like, bruh, ain't no way to get out of it. Because it's like, in the results, it's like, because I'm getting this person like, so you mean to tell me this whole time this person was going through this, they doing this because it was one of the professionals, they cherish family. It was one professional that I had had a close encounter with, and they cherish family. It's like, it's certain shit that this person do not fucking play about, right? And with this person, which had tipped it to this person, because it's like, wait a minute, if this is the case, and y'all had this other shit going on, it was like this person had to dig and figure out, but what is y'all dealings with this bullshit though, outside of trying to avoid getting caught being in this situation, and avoid getting caught that you did hire some motherfucking people. And this is like, shit, what the fuck we gonna do? But now at this point in time, say like, but the Brazilians and Puerto Rico motherfuckers and all these motherfuckers still trying to go hard in the pay. Somebody pissed at the motherfucker, because it's like, how you just sit there and ask a person so many times, tell me the truth, tell me what you really know. And it's like, and then for how they do and how they move, it's like, oh, you want to be the extravagant motherfucker, right? You want to do this type of thing. So it's like, I feel like whoever those people are professionally, they throwing them a little sign like, hey, it ain't just because of they talking. Because these are people be sitting here trying to sit on my live and trying to make sure that, oh, ain't nobody watching her. Ain't nobody. And they the first one sitting there just watching. Still sending fucking people to do stupid shit, right? But unbeknownst to them, they don't know where the source leak is coming from. They think just because I'm speaking up on it, and it's like, no, they got a fucking constitutional right. Because it's like, I don't know if that book was it was some type of book that I know I had. But it's like, when it comes to constitutional rights, which allows me to know, like, it's a judge, a lawyer, or government. It's one of those three. Okay. And it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep these people out of the way, but if they keep fucking playing, because it's like it's some type of information that they need that they keep trying to play this bullshit about. Oh shit, they try to play some shit with immigration, and it's like, well, I'll get this to happen to you. It's like, you sure you want to do that shit? This is like, how you gonna hire somebody from the fucking professional world and then try to threaten them because they questioning you about certain shit? I'll just do this to you to go to immigration. Uh-oh, I feel like the shit done started. That's probably what the fuck I done stumbled on. And literally, it's like, one thing for sure, two things for certain. You don't piss certain people off. But even though that this person, it's like, I want to help you, but they know they got to stay in the background, because it's like, well, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna ever make nobody feel comfortable. Sure the fuck ain't gonna make me feel comfortable. Like, you knew that these people was doing this from a hotel. You knew that they was doing all that. So this person is trying to respect the fact, like, yeah, I did know all this other shit. But it's like, I feel like this person is like, at least let me at least get this person their money, or whatever the case may be. And then it'll still open up avenues for me regardless. So whatever avenues that, like, right now they feel like, oh, it's just YouTube, and then she got TikTok, so we gonna shut that down. And it's like, these people are fucking idiots beyond my fucking means. Like I said, United States of America, the education is already at the bottom of the fucking totem pole, as the fuck it is. But then it's like, these are people that had to literally hire fucking people from elite, which is way higher than them. Shit, like, it's like, well, I'm the governor. Hey, bro, it's people way fucking higher than you. Like, you couldn't even get a seat at going to fucking Italy to go sit with the fucking president of those fucking countries type shit. Like, you go to Italy, your ass can come up fucking missing, and they can literally circulate the news to make it seem like, oh, they had an accident, and they heart attack and shit like that. These are motherfuckers that's really on that type of fucking time, right? But this is like somebody not processing in their head that whatever digging and that they went to look for, it was like, it's one of those situations. You should have just gave back they shit. All the rest of this shit, let me see what you doing. So they so concerned and so pressed to come over here fucking with me. I feel like the elite, let's call them the high table folks. The high table folks, whatever the fuck they just found out on at least 10 people out here in fucking Florida that's been going hard in the paint. Hide your kids, hide your wives type shit. Cause these are even like a person that's gonna make a point very fucking valid, where shit, the news circle couldn't even try to circulate this shit and talking about, oh, it's gang violence, it's street violence, they're not gonna even be able to spin that shit. They're not gonna be able to spin like, oh, well, we noticed that they had certain things going on Twitter, or they like, no one here in the state of fucking Florida will be able to fucking spin this. And I don't feel like whoever it is, they're not realizing that with, the military people, the White House folks or whatever, how the fuck they're seeing this shit. It's like, I don't know if somebody just got high and mighty in their britches, because it's like, I keep gotta say, oh, you sitting high in your britches, huh? Okay, I'm fit to show you some, you little fuckers. But it's like they're talking to these people that are like prosecutors and lawyers and judges and all this other stuff, and it's like, okay. But then it's also a big part of it is somebody put their money in, and it was like, because they felt like, okay, we can help this person. But with them doing their own background searching, and they realizing like, oh, so you allow this is like somebody sitting there and says, so you allow some hoodlums, some drug heads, some junkies to get a hold of this person's stuff, and you went on ahead and tried to utilize the lie, and you know for a fact that these people are like junkies and like this. This is even as far as this person. Damn, this is with a lot of people for to go out sad. They're sitting there like these junkies and stuff like that. They're looking at these people's families like, oh, okay, so this person comes from a long line of junkies. Uh, okay, yeah, you got it to position, but this is like them saying your family lives still in. It looked like you're from Puerto Rico, huh? It looks like you're from Dominican Republic, huh? It looks like you're from Guyana or something like that, huh? Okay. Like somebody is literally looking at motherfuckers like that, but it's also them not knowing these people are going as far as like, okay, well, let's see how their families is living. It look like that person's still on this type of stuff, whether they know it or not. Like somebody about to do some shit so fucking crazy and elaborate that they're you know how people be so fucking so focused on one person that they're not paying attention to the bigger people that's about to take their ass out. I feel like some shit fit to go down like literally before, like as soon as July hit and whatever it is that they trying to plan to do this hit. I feel like these people like, nah, we're not gonna fuck with this person, but who we are about to fuck with, and I'm not fit to mention how they gonna do it, but it's just like I feel like I gave the confirmation and prediction so many motherfucking times. These are literally people feeling like they will not get fucking caught, and then the biggest part of it is, it's like the lower people of who they've been hiring. It's like all that you don't want to. This is like the lower people that they got, right? They're gonna get these people that have to confess in some crazy ass fucking way, and it's one of those you're not gonna touch them because at that point the professionals gonna have to deal with them. But that means sheriffs, cops, lawyers, or whatever, they're at the mercy of these other people because it's like the biggest fucking factual about it. And I gotta stress it. These judges, these lawyers, these sheriffs, these senators, governors, commissioners, and shit like that, they be fucking with these motherfucking people in jail and prison. They'll send in their own personal little psychiatrist, psychologist. It seems like you have a record like this, so you could do this for me, but also they be getting sexual favors from these criminals. They really do. And then they punk them like as soon as they feel like they're gonna tell or they get nervous or they're gonna get caught up and you gonna lie about this shit. And it's like basically you lie about everything else, you're gonna lie about this. If you don't lie about this, it seems like I are like they be illegally doing research on these motherfuckers just to have them by the fucking balls or the crotch to say, hey, well, it looks like you had a case in Rhode Island. It looks like you had a case in New York and Pennsylvania. It looks like to you, you had an issue in Chicago. And this is how literally how they try to keep them like, you better not say nothing. You better not say nothing. Not realizing like if these people was really fucking smart shit, you just, hey, I'm gonna catch you on the motherfucking slide. Shit, if you can put a camera here, so I could put a camera here too. Oh, you don't mess with these type of people. You don't mess with junkies. You don't mess with hoodlums and thugs and stuff like that. Man or woman, shit. The black whale is everything. The black whale is a little rough to go ahead and trace, but the biggest question is why is yours is so adapt to the black whale more than what it is to be concerned about what's going on in your everyday world to actually help those people who are for real suffering, which allow a lot of people to realize they really always in some dark shit. They greedy. They just want money, right? So that will basically end up proving my valid point about how bad you want to be a politician. You want to have political ambitions. You want to be respected. But can't nobody fucking respect the motherfucker that if the right person go ahead and leak your motherfucking information and show that your ass is more concerned about the dark world than what it is for your fucking job you supposed to be doing. And then unprofessionally that you want to consider professionally, I can't be seen on the cameras showing that I left the hotel and I drove my car around where this person was at because, I'm the prosecutor, I'm the judge, and I wasn't even supposed to be on that side of town. No shit, Dick Tracy. But yet, here you are still traveling from St. Cloud, Kissimmee, Orlando, and all these other fucking places. You come to fucking Melbourne. What the fuck you got business here for? Right? So it's just like somebody's like, well, I need somebody to clean this up. I need them to clean it up. However, did you forget that your web was still up about those people that you hired to put cameras in that person's location? Oh, my bad. You forgot about that part. But it's still showing like, well, we can figure out how we could pay all those people in that neighborhood to be quiet. Well, let me find the property management. Let me get a feel on them. Oh, they're actually part of one of our lodges. So I'm pretty sure they'll be okay with it. And we can just set up a different type of account to do this, right? But how I clearly seen whoever these fucking professional people is, it's literally whoever this one fucking person is. It's like I said, I mentioned it's 5 to 7 of these motherfuckers that literally saying but they're not communicating with whatever state that I'm in, but they also going back, like I mentioned, Florida, Kentucky, Tennessee, that ugly motherfuckers in Indiana, the motherfuckers in Chicago, Texas, Arizona, Colorado, Wyoming, Nevada, and California. These motherfuckers hit those places right now, currently right now. And it's like, let me see what they're going to do. How many of them are going to come to this page? And it's like the recent last person that I left March 31st is one of those motherfuckers. Do you cherish life or you don't? Because whoever these fucking professionals is, if that motherfucker trying to be out on the run and it's like they know where this person's fucking family is, they're planning to make an example out of them and every person that they involved that told a lie. Because, like I said, I know for a fucking fact that they literally probably did a GoFundMe. You stole that fucking money. And then upon that money, those people from Affinity Hair Academy, they took some money. Then the fucking people from the Veterans Affairs. So those are the top three people that you got a problem with right now. Then on top of that, oh, y'all was medical facilities and y'all did this. Oh, okay. But unbeknownst to them, I feel like somebody's concealing the fact that whatever it is that is actually happening to me right now is something that I don't feel like these people know. I don't know if this was like a very close relative or family. I feel like it's up to two people that these people do not realize that they've been trying to figure out what's trying to find them or something like that. And they're not going to say nothing. They're not going to say nothing. But they basically doing the trail and trying to figure out and make sure if there's a pattern, if there's been a consistency, and whatever it is like, yes, granted, it's me using, basically when you gotta analyze about that, like, okay, so this is what they did to this person. This is the information they try to conceal. This is what they still trying to conceal. Then they trying to cover up, and then they try to blackmail, put them on the dark web. Then they try to traffic them. Like somebody looking at every fucking thing that happened that's happening in my situation current, right? And whatever these other two or three relatives that they've been trying to find, and they might not no longer be here or something like that. But I don't feel like none of these fucking people know which of these top seven head people. They don't know who family they belong to though. They don't know who they. The craziest thing is these people are actually incognito, so they can't figure it out. I don't give a fuck if they went to the White House and try to get the White House to trace these people. You're not tracing them. But they have a say so in certain things too. Like I said, like the money that these motherfuckers have, these motherfuckers down here that's doing this shit, they would not ever see that type of money a day in their goddamn life at all, right? It's like confirmation, like a motherfucker. But it's relatives. I feel that this is giving real strong fucking relatives to whoever this is. So every day, like I said, every day that there's a fucking delay, every day that ain't nobody doing some shit, every day that they keep fucking with me, it's gonna be every day that they feel like, oh well, we can do voodoo, we can do hoodoo, we can. These other people have already discovered that shit doesn't work on her. I feel like somebody's sitting there like, so why is she not mentioning my name? Why would I mention the person's name if you, even though they doing some fucked up shit, like a job is a job, whatever, but it's like, okay, I can respect it. But the biggest part of it is, can I respect these people that's still doing this shit? But it's like, I don't get to dictate or pick whenever these people are going to strike. What high official, because it's given like, I'm making an example of your little roaches that you're sitting out, and clearly your little roaches don't know how to behave. Like, I could hear somebody say clearly, like, your little roaches don't know how to fucking behave. And I'm getting that even if this was a person that is in a professional position, like, I'm an authority, I'm the attorney general, I'm this. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Shit, you could call all your local clansmen, all that other shit, to whoever the fuck these motherfuckers is. These will be motherfuckers that'll sit there. It's one of those. It wouldn't give a fuck if these motherfuckers knew they was fucking clansmen. It's one of those motherfuckers like, excuse me. Excuse me. Like, no bullshit. Like, it's literally giving that shit that whoever these people are, like, it's like, can you train me? And I feel like that's what's fucking with some people, because it's like, Okay, well, it's in you. However, we see that it's like knowing when a person is a sweetheart, but it's like it's one of those where you used to hear people say back in the day, "Ain't no killer, but don't push me" type shit. These are some motherfuckers like, hmm. But it's like at the same time, it's like, but you's right. And these is like, okay, well, I'm gonna get my people to go do this and beat on them. And if they got this going on with them, I'm gonna do this. And then it's like, well, I'll get my Spanish crew and get my people from this country and this country to come do this. And it's like, it's one of those I can clearly hear whoever these top motherfuckers is, and it's three of them right now. It's like, I wish the fuck you would. I wish the fuck you would. Because it's something I don't know what the fuck they looking for, but whatever it is, like I'm it's one of those where somebody is literally like, this baby girl got like a sweetheart. This is like somebody that could probably be looking at me like this. It's like so sweet. You know what I'm saying? And it's like she trying to give you the fucking warning. And it's like warning, warning, but the storm has already fucking started. So I don't know where they starting at, how they gonna do this. This is one of those where motherfuckers ain't even gonna have reaction time to even get to wherever the fuck they feel like they need to go to do what it is that they need to do. You won't make it there. You could be over here in the United States and you got to get back to motherfucking Egypt. I don't give a fuck. You got to get to the motherfucking Dominican Republic. I don't give a fuck where the fuck you got to go. You're not going to make it in time for whatever the fuck they about to do or currently doing. Concurrently, so I could be here and I could be there at the same time type shit. Like these are motherfuckers that's not grasping this shit and it's like, yeah. And they know and it's like I can give respect to these people because they respecting the boundary because it's like, you know what, you can traumatize a person for so long. But then it's also you can trust the fact that it when something takes off, I can trust the fact that, boom, shit. They got their business shit. We can run our money through this motherfucking shit. It's an investment. And then at the same time, shit, long as they good, we good. And long as ain't nothing else coming out there, hey, this is not a person looking for the trouble. They're not making trouble. They're not staring up nothing. They in their own world. They minding their business. They're in the world, but they not of it. But then it's also, these are people that's doing their due diligence because it's like, okay, well, with the blood that y'all have and whatever the fuck they have found with DNA and all this other shit and all the other things like that, these are fucking people more interested because it's like, wait a minute, if they got this and then they got this and got this, yeah, it's gonna always be about a money situation, but this shit is one of those. If anybody doing this shit, it's like this shit is way bigger than y'all, but y'all making fucking shit. And then it's like the biggest part of it is it's like, oh, so y'all want to be greedy, huh? Y'all want to sit there and take on some shit that don't belong to you, huh? Like literally, it's some motherfuckers sitting back watching this shit. I don't give a fucking motherfucker came from India or whatever. I don't give a fuck where these motherfuckers came from. It's literally where some motherfuckers say, excuse me. Excuse me. Like you could be sitting there talking about, I'll kill you and here go my gang. I'm seeing somebody literally shut down a whole motherfucking gang. Like, okay, we meet up and it's like everybody getting shut down all at fucking once and it's only two standing. And it's like these motherfuckers, like, they could be the hardest one out of their crew, but it's like these two motherfuckers looking at each other like, what the fuck just happened? Like, something gonna happen so motherfucking fast, but it's like, I'm hearing somebody ask the question. So, why didn't you go ahead and give them what they asked for? Because it's not like they're asking for something major. And what put you on this course to make you feel like you could keep the land because clearly you're not able to make this person lose their mind. Clearly you're not going, like, somebody is making it very clear you're not going to make them lose their mind. You're not going to be able to do this, you're not going to do that. So I feel like out of this situation it's about 1 to 2 people, solid 2, and it's actually 3, but 2 of them got common sense kicked in to 2 of them. Hey, all right, well, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. It's one motherfucker that's sitting there trying to be in some shit that, like, I can still do this and I can still do this, and it's one of those, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? And whoever the one fucking person is that's still trying to like press the situation, like, I'm gonna get them gone by all means necessary. I want them done. I want them dead. I want their family dead. I want this, right? And it's like, okay, but it's yours. It's not gonna be theirs. It's yours. And the fact that I'm going to, like, these are people literally watching. Let me see how far you're gonna go, because this person right here, we watching this one. But let me see what you gonna do. And whatever somebody's going to do, it's one of those, they can go get hoodoo and voodoo, right? It's watching them. What are you going to get on these petitions? So the same way that you went on ahead and pay these people, you don't think that these people was going to go right behind you. And of course, all it takes for them shit ain't no protect. A practitioner could do all this other shit, but shit, you can't do shit if you dead. That's the fact of the matter is, it's like shit, you can't do no work on a person talking about I'm gonna hex you and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to you. They're not gonna be able to do that if they did. Like somebody ain't grasping that process. Well, I went to Louisiana and did this. Okay. And depending on where they live at, on what side of the tracks they at, don't feel they can't be touched. You can be from the Mississippi Delta. It don't matter what side of the fucking tracks you from. Don't feel you're not able to be touched. And this is somebody that's about to send somebody some information, and it's gonna make it very clear. Like, it's one of those when they say stand down, give it back to them, and then them doing their own due diligence. It's like, okay, well, I know that this girl, because it could have been like they were hesitant because they built this lie so fucking elaborate, but somebody got so fucking pissed off based off this fucking lie. I thought you said this person did this, and I thought you said that person did that, and okay, so you try to make a lie out of a fucking person who's fully transparent. They don't lie. They don't hide. They're not doing shit. And then it's like, well, why is it that they're not dying? And why is it that they didn't do this? And how is it that they ate at this place and nothing happened? And how come? Because they got something for your ass. And I was like, all that shit just processed like in the snap of a finger, but it was just like how that person followed in the dream. And it was one of those, it literally looked like, excuse me, they got some studying to do, and y'all fucking with them, and y'all getting on my fucking, like, it was like somebody literally trailing me the whole way, and it's like y'all getting on this motherfucker, like y'all was getting on these motherfuckers' nerves, not mine, because it's like they're now understanding the concept, but it's like, well, how you want them to leave, but you still need they people to do certain things. You need their people for those platforms. You need their people for this hacking. You know how extravagant again this hacking goes. You need they people. So in order for them to get found out like this, and it's like they're gonna do their due diligence. It's like, what type of person is this? That was no different than Russia going ahead and have to show the real Jesus piece. And everybody was like, wait a minute. So Jesus looked like that? And it's like, yeah. But it was no fucking difference than no shit that Russia had to fucking put. What Putin had to fucking prove the point where it was like, okay, are we still carrying on with this bullshit? Because he was annoyed because it was like, all right, well, I released one little piece of information, and it's like it's a couple of fucking international countries that's about ready to drop some more motherfucking information because it's really given where somebody in this situation, like say, if right now it could have been some people part of KKK. And it's like I said, if I don't know anything about it, shit, disalarm certain things, certain situations and secrets that you know, you will get some people that actually will be your fucking ally. No bullshit. Then it's giving these motherfuckers from like the Spain Catholic motherfuckers. These sitting here like, fuck. Okay, she right though. But if they didn't have a particular capability, they wouldn't know, right? Asia is sitting there like, hold on. The only difference between a lot of fucking people, they don't take the time to want to learn certain things or learn about the culture or be open minded to even grasp the concept about other people, the ethnicities, the practices, things like that. It's just shit. I know you just gonna get the job done and you're smart enough to do it, but they're not looking at all the ins and outs of this shit. These are motherfuckers that do not look at the ins and outs. I'm paying you. We were told that you were the person to go get this job done. But literally, this is somebody having to go look like, okay, well, we gonna get the job done, but what the fuck do you want from us? Like somebody is like pissed because it's like no one that you so-called say is incompetent, mentally unstable, trying to claim that they crazy, all this other stuff, they wouldn't know this. But it's a particular person worldwide that even if you go to the underworld, spiritual world, esoteric, occult, religious, whatever, they know for a fucking fact that, hey, there's only been 3 solid people that have this. But in order for them to have it, they were protected classes. But they knew it was only 2 that they could find. But is this the last one? And it's like, yep, it is. It is. And it's one of those, oh, so they gonna keep fucking with this person, right? And it's like, all right. So now they fit to start making their point valid. Because it's like, I know for a fucking fact YouTube is not supposed to be my life. I'm not supposed to do it on this type of level or whatever. So it's like, whatever the fuck y'all stopped here, it really didn't stop anything. Because shit, I was low-key even shortchanging myself with the prices that I even had and how I did it. So it's just like, everything works out for a higher good. But these are same people, like, they're manipulative, and it's like, is the bigger people, the big hacks, the aristocrats, the bureaucrats, all these other motherfuckers is literally looking at this situation. No, she know exactly what the fuck she's doing. It's just a professional, but it's a little bit different. This is professional, but you guys are making yourself look like fucking idiots. If they literally, if somebody is like, somebody said, if somebody just only asks you for something that y'all know clearly that you can afford, right? And now you're sitting here creating more of a situation that, how much further? Because it's like, you're not touching that person. Somebody's gonna make that shit very clear to somebody here in the next 3 hours, 2 days to 3 hours to the next 2 days. They're gonna make it very clear you're not touching that person. I'm gonna need you to know that. But they also fit to set a huge example to, is either like a car club, a group, I don't know, somebody, do something, sports. I don't know if it's like an activity, whatever the fuck this is. Somebody's going to make it very, 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 very fucking clear. Because it's like, it's like, well, state your demand. And my demand was, make sure I get my results. Give me my motherfucking money and leave me alone. All the rest of the shit, hey, it just is what the fuck it is. You chop it up, whatever. I don't fuck with these people no more. I won't decide to ever fuck with these type of countries no more, because they make it very fucking clear. Like, they was willing to go as low as motherfucking a ground of a roach can motherfucking go, or something that is so disease driven, pestilence type of fucking behavior. Whatever the fuck these people are about to do is one of those. I know I ain't got no fucking business being on motherfucking YouTube talking about how fucking gruesome this shit is about to be. Because them not doing their due diligence, like I said, this shit goes all the way back to the motherfucking 90s about something happening to their own fucking persons. So anybody still fucking with me, somebody, it alerted them to go look. And these are some, I wouldn't even say it's a conglomerate, but this is motherfuckers. Hey, it's just certain people you don't fuck with. It's certain Asian moms and motherfucking mafias you don't fuck with. It's certain Italian motherfuckers you just don't fuck with. It's just certain shit that you just don't fucking do. And these are motherfuckers like, well, who would be connected to this person? And how would they just, and it's like, get off your motherfucking high horse and start motherfucking thinking. And your mouth is getting a little bit too fucking reckless. And for them to need to know certain things, they took what the fuck I said so fucking serious and they fucking verified it. And whoever it is, they're in a government position. They're on some type of fucking commission board. They're on some type of fucking board. I don't know if it's on a judicial, sheriff, police. I don't know if they're attorney generals. I don't know if this is military shit. Whatever the fuck these motherfuckers are looking into, and it is tied to me, and you're still doing this shit, and I respectfully have said, just run me my shit and make sure it get to me, that it's not touched, that any of these other little motherfuckers, you would have had a better chance. Just lock they stupid asses the fuck up. Shreddy, what do you want? I want to press charges on. I don't give a fuck who they is. I don't give a fuck if they got single parent shit. Run that shit on them, because clearly they love the lifestyle. Clearly they like to live like that, and clearly you could make way more motherfucking money off of these stupid asses for how fucking far they went with this shit. You'll make so much more fucking money. Especially shit, if you want to keep doing your little DCF CPS shit, the kitty shit, these are the perfect fucking candidates to do that shit with. And somebody's going to make that shit very fucking clear over the next fucking 4 days. She's not lying. You know she's been on fucking point. Ain't nothing blasphemous but you motherfuckers that's on the dark web. How you fucking minister or pastor of these mega churches and your fucking computer can show and prove that your ass is on the black web. How the hell you a fucking judge, lawyer, sheriff, a motherfucker, but your ass is on double list, Craigslist, back page, every escort page across all the fucking countries, and it could be proven. You see what I'm saying? And then it's like, you gonna keep fucking with this person? Okay, are you doing dual citizenship and you over here doing some shit like this? Oh, it looked like you over there running that illegal ass massage parlor. It looked like you over here running this and this and this and this, right? It's pissing me the fuck off. That person knows too much for you to sit there and claim that they're not who the fuck they are. And I'm hearing somebody saying, "Well, I remember that I did go ahead and put into that because they could be people that support veterans. They could, want to support shit. But then with them now looking at the situation, it's like you fucking with veterans like that too, and it's a female veteran, and then they had this medical stuff going on. Oh hell no! Nah. And then the money didn't even go to the person. You pissing the wrong fucking people off. And it's like, well, we still fit to go do this, and we still gonna do this, and we still gonna go do this, and we gonna get these people in their neighborhood, and we gonna do this in there, and we gonna pay these. And it's like, I'm here and listen, Katie. Then I tell your little stupid ass to go ahead and just give it the fuck what it is. You tell your dumb ass fucking governor to make sure that they put them up somewhere so I can finish this shit and fucking like somebody's literally is like their patience is running so fucking thin. Cause like I said, I know very much so clear that I'm not meant to be right here on fucking YouTube, let alone fucking social media. I could touch it if I felt like I wanted to, future wise, but it's like I don't foresee it to be a fucking social media fucking influence. Life is way fucking bigger than trying to be, oh, I'm TikTok famous, I'm Instagram famous, they know me on Twitter. It's like, the fuck? You just must need motherfucking attention. But there's a difference between wanting attention and have to speak up for your fucking self because the fucking shitty ass people that you have in position, they're shitty. They're fucking shitty. They're shitty individuals. They're shitty humans. They can't sit here talking about, oh, I'm here for humanity, but you do the most inhumane fucking things. And the one situation of this thing is pissing them off. Okay, yeah, we do certain shit. And who doesn't? It's been this way fucking since history. But you gonna keep saying that that person is not who they are? Because clearly it's been proven that they are. And it's not for me having to prove my fucking self. It's proven in the facts that I'm speaking. And clearly you still got a fucking personal vendetta and that anyone knows emotion and feelings is not the fuck involved in this shit. And you're taking shit personal versus, hey, let's do this. So who really have emotional intelligence here? Clearly not you motherfuckers. Well, I'm an authority. What kind of fucking authority? You're a weak ass fucking authority if you don't feel the need to give the person back what the fuck they need and make sure that certain shit has particular securities on it. You got one fucking job and you're fucking up at it. And then it's like having the fucking audacity to sit here and allow certainly it's like one of those like, how is it that you don't know when a person is lying to you? But you're going to go along with the lie because of how much it is. And I'm getting somebody telling somebody straight up to their face. That's literally chump change. And I can clean my ass with that type of money. Like I'm clearly getting somebody telling like somebody in a position. They could be like a judge, a prosecutor, attorney general, a governor, a mayor, whatever. Like they're in big position. And I'm clearly hearing somebody saying, oh, that's chump change. Like somebody can be like, well, we can offer them, 6 million or whatever. I'm hearing someone say, I could wipe my ass with that. Do you feel that 6 million would have been enough for you for all the bullshit that you did? And clearly they know how the fuck the system works. Like I said, with the governor knowing like all this shit is going on, he was supposed to actually make sure it's like, well, they are protected at least because I make sure that, they're not at least getting their food poisoned how they used to, but you're still allowing these other little stupid roaches to run fucking rogue and do the shit that they're doing. You see, it's like, well, I can pick and choose because they're pissing me off and I'm mad. And it's like, how dare you have your nose in the air? And this is like somebody's going to do some shit where somebody ain't going to be able to do like some interviews or something like that. Or it's like somebody ain't going to be on stand or do some courts because it's going to be people like them. They said my court date is on, on Wednesday or some shit like that. And it's like, cancel that. Because you ain't fit to see that person for about 8 days. They in recovery. And it's like, what kind of recovery is this? I don't know if it's a recovery or one of those, that black and blue got to go ahead and clear their ass the fuck up, because it's like it's certain shit like it's certain shit that you just, when they tell your ass that they why you ain't giving it to them. Because I know it's like, I'm gonna tell you, I want my motherfucking money. And at this point, whoever the fuck it is, the little silent secret helpers and whatever the fuck they're digging up, and them having to go look into that situation, I don't give a fuck if you was somebody I slept with, baby daddy. I don't give a fuck about your mama, your daddy, your granny, your kids. That shit don't mean not a motherfucking thing to me. And it's like somebody literally said, shit, she got a fucking right to feel that fucking way. Because who the fuck was there to make sure apparently the local police ain't doing their job. Sheriffs ain't doing their motherfucking job. Judges ain't doing their job. Lawyers ain't doing their motherfucking job. The governor sure the fuck ain't doing his job. He's trying to turn his head because he want to be all snooty booty and shit like that because his fucking feelings is in this. And then you protecting the motherfucking church that's doing the biggest fucking crime. All right, shit. Let's see if I want to make an example out of your whole fucking state, and somebody for to make an example out of a whole fucking state and whatever. And then it's like, how it's done. Everybody gonna be like, oh wow, the FBI did this and the FBI did that. Okay, that's all I gotta fucking say. It's like, okay, yeah, you absolutely right. I'm gonna be the first one to sit there. Yes, the FBI has did a wonderful job and what they did. Shouts out to the Secret Service for doing their jobs. I'm with the shits, and these are motherfuckers like, hold up, wait a minute, hold up. But are you going to tell us what's fit to happen though? No, the fuck I'm not, because y'all motherfuckers sit here feeling like, oh well we can. These are motherfuckers that literally come to my live just to try to counteract shit. Oh, they caught on to that shit about 4 months ago. Oh, they trying to counteract. They still trying to hack her shit. Oh, they still helping that shitty ass people that they were supposed to be her family. They watching these motherfuckers make every fucking move, and they making it very clear to the FBI like they pressing them. So something fit to happen to some of these people, whether it's in the Carolinas, whether it's in Virginia, Baltimore, New York, New Jersey, Kentucky, Tennessee, military bases. These motherfuckers fit to do some shit. And I can feel it. And I can feel it so fucking hard because it's like, y'all would have had a better chance not to hack my phone for one. Two, you would have had a better chance to leave my fucking bank account alone. Three, y'all shouldn't have came nowhere near me over here where I moved to. Y'all shouldn't have did that. This was just like showing like these motherfuckers is ignorant and then they're desperate, but it's also showing and proving it's like, so y'all are the stupid judges and lawyers that keep going ahead and giving these stupid fucks access to this person's money, and they're going through every single last one of these. If it's PHA Freemasons and I mentioned them, they've been going through all of these motherfuckers fucking finances, whether they know what's happening or not. They be like, but I got LifeLock. You don't think fucking LifeLock can be fucking backdoored? The fuck? These are fucking people like, but I have LifeLock. You wouldn't even know that these motherfuckers can backdoor that system. You wouldn't know at all. You wouldn't even know that they went into your bank account. You wouldn't even know that if you got home security cameras and these people wouldn't fucking know it. They wouldn't even know that a motherfucker was in their crib, disalarmed their fucking alarms, came into their crib and set certain fucking cameras inside their house. They wouldn't even fucking know it. These are people that feeling like secure, like, yeah, I came through here or whatever, and it's like, you sure? Are you sure? Because it's, I'm telling you, it's going to be like, hey, all I asked for was my motherfucking money. Because shit, I feel like they would have backed off, but it's like, shit, what happens when you're the bait in the shark and then you attempt to try to pull bait and switch? But the more that they came doing this, that's why I was like, you dumbass boy. Like, you sitting here trying to prove a point to your little gay friends, trying to prove your little thing to your little street friends, your little jail friends, and ain't none of these motherfucking your friends. Some of your motherfucking family don't even like your stupid ass. Your baby mama said you up. Your little gay tranny little motherfucker said you up. And it's just like, I'm laughing on the inside because motherfucker, I don't know who the fuck he thought that these people thought they was. Even down to my ex-husband when it comes down to my so-called relatives, aunties, and all of them trying to get their National Guard police buddies. These motherfuckers is literally watching every single last one. And you're just like, okay, let's see who else gonna fuck with her today. It's literally been like that. They literally watch these motherfuckers when they go to the airport and switch out these cars. They watch them with this Uber and Lyft and shit like that. That's why I'll be laughing on the inside. It's like, and it's like they used to always probably be sitting there. Why she always when she see us and they be knowing that I spot them and they don't ever realize like why she smiling and she shaking her head because it's like it's one of those every time I see them it's like danger, danger. It's not me, but it's like damn, they finna get ate the fuck up and they don't see it coming. But it's like they're too busy looking at my phone, too busy trying to check my bank account, too busy trying to see what I'm doing, too busy trying to get people to gang stalk on them damn YouTube, TikTok and shit like this. And it's like you might want to watch who's coming through your motherfucking front door, your job, your cars and shit. You might want to pay attention to your kids, daycares, your babysitters, your husbands and shit like that. You might want to pay more attention to that shit because it's like if you want to act like it's a fucking apocalypse or the ending of the motherfucking days, well, hello. Because it's like, well, why did that last full moon ritual didn't work? It was not ever going to fucking work. Somebody figured it, like, whoever these top fucking people are, they fucking figured this shit out. And it's like, all right, well, shit, how can we figure out how we could become an ally or a partnership? Because it's like, they already fucking, made it to so believable. So now they got to go back and reverse and try to retract. Like, who told me the first lie? Like, you got to be mindful about who you pissing off in certain situation. Who told me this first fucking lie? And they going back and tracking with a lot of fucking people because it's like, oh, so you told me to lie? Okay. And it's just certain people that, regardless of what type of, you trying to do underground behavior, it's just certain fucking people you just don't lie to. Because shit, money can be made. These be people like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take you about 4 million. Yeah, and that's just for the low grade basic stuff. Oh, okay, yes. I have this for you. Can you do this? This is the target. Okay. They're going to research, they're going to look at it, but it's like sometimes you get some that want to ask, well, why? But who knew that one of their targets had source and the keys to something of a mystery that they had been looking to solve for a long ass time? And clearly, that shit got solved. And clearly, what they finding the fuck out is a whole bunch of motherfuckers feeling like they been in power for a long ass time. Somebody been doing some shit for the last fucking 44 years. And let's just say, I don't even want to say that. But anyway, that bait and switch and trying to provoke somebody to still try to prove a case. Somebody, if you smart, I would shut their shit down and go find that person. Well, it ain't even find them. You know exactly where they are because you participated in paying in the potluck for them to go ahead and keep doing this shit and then clean up the mess so nobody could find the person, right? So they could get this insurance policy. But who's really the financially not stable ones here? Because they've been doing this, what, every 4 years, every 4 to 8 years to people just to get money and re-up because they didn't spend wisely. If you could go ahead and that's like getting $4 billion and with the $4 billion you get, you mean y'all ran through $4 billion in 4 years? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. So now you gotta do the shit again. It's like, nah, these motherfuckers do not have financial stability. They don't know how to manage fucking money. They don't know how to do this. So clearly, that to me personally, I would literally, you know how you can judge a person based off of if they gonna lie to you or not. If a person is a fucking known liar, why the fuck would I do business with you? It's a guarantee they're gonna fuck up your business. That's no different. If a man can not show loyalty to the person he's sleeping with, he's going to fuck you over in business. If he's willing to fuck over the person he vowed to and have children with, he's gonna fuck up your business for sure. That's how literally real businessmen that really hold positions. Hey, if you willing to fuck that shit up and then, you don't eat where you shit. And it'd be like, oh, this so funny, such and such sitting on the toilet and he eating and shitting at the same time. That shit ain't cute. actually is disgusting. So most of the time, those be the people that they're easy prey, easy targets. But if you're gonna keep targeting a person that, oh, they're incompetent, they're stupid, but clearly if the I've sent back, these people step back, it's like ain't shit stupid about them. Actually, we could utilize them. Actually, it's a benefit. They know it's a benefit. They made it clear to these other people that it's a benefit. But you want to keep pulling bullshit because you want to pull rank, power, and control. Like, I need you to know that I'm in control, that when you can get this. I'm in control when you can have this. Okay. But you should have been gave them this, because this is like someone now putting the pieces together. If I would have been gave this to this person, all of this shit, we wouldn't even have to be right here where we are. And then it's like, well, then here we are. I just wanted fucking justice. I don't give a fuck how it's gonna come, whether you gonna do it in the court of law or you gonna run my shit. It's one of the two. But at this fucking point, it's looking real streetish right now. Streetish, but now looking real professional-wise. And when it getting about to look real streetish professional, all right, it's your military or political funeral if you choose. The choice is yours. And it's going to literally be somebody that's going to know that shit is coming. And it's going to be like they're going to call in a meeting right before they know, like, it's getting ready to happen. Because I can hear somebody say, yeah, we should have did this a long time ago. But it's like something that they're going to get. It's going to be like an email, a meetup, a random meetup, somebody pulling up. And it's like, oh, whoa, I wasn't expecting for you to come. Of course you wasn't. And it's going to go from there. But it's like, it's people right now where I'm trying to tell y'all, you can play with every fucking body else, but some people is not to be fucking fucked with. And for somebody, like, all right, well, they got the choice and the option to do this, but the choice and the options that y'all choosing right now, and you going real hard in the paint, when they can really refocus themselves on, if these motherfuckers is willing to be like this, do this shit with their kids, do this shit with them. It'll be easy money. They don't listen no way. So apparently, shit, you gonna get away with it. But why would you keep trying to get away with a person that clearly knows how the fuck it's gonna go? Because all I asked for was, hey, are you gonna give me my money? Shit, I better at least get a fucking free car of whatever I choose, not what you choose. You know what I'm saying? That same fucking day. Consider as a U.S. Army veteran, hey, those motherfuckers from the fucking VA and shit like that. Make their ass run it. And I want they better be, something better happen. Let's make something shake, because I ain't gonna say this shit again, but over this weekend, they gonna make a point valid to somebody in a very high fucking position or government or an official position. They gonna make their fucking presence really fucking known, because they getting pissed off about something, because it's like, why they ain't do it yet? Okay, why it's like they could be already informed, like, oh, they supposed to come to this person's door. Oh, so they sent out their hoodlums to try to go stop this person to do this. But I feel like the next time that they send somebody out, it's gonna be really sad for somebody. So somebody need to be prepared, because some people ain't gonna be coming back home. And that's why I'm gonna leave that shit at. Cause somebody ain't making it back home. You want to sit there and try to do stuff with the mail. You trying to do stuff to make sure a person don't get notified. You doing the shit to make sure that people are legally watching, surveilling, and still doing shit to a person. It's one of those, okay. And the only thing, this is what they asked for, this is what they needed, and you wanted to keep trying to prove that point. Oh, okay, so this is who the sibling is. This is the so-called sibling. Okay, for somebody, I mean, if it's somebody that it was a family, a grandmother, auntie, cousin, sister, brother, whoever, they're about to take them out. Because whoever it is that they keep trying to get people to do shit towards another person that they know, it's like, why are you fucking with them? Just, it's stupid. And they gonna make an example out of somebody. And whoever the example is gonna be, it's gonna shake up a whole fucking group of people. And then whoever was the person that lied, that took that GoFundMe shit, count your days just as much. Because it's like, if you was told to say something, do something, and you chose not to do nothing, and then you felt like because you was gonna play in esoteric or spiritual stuff or whatever, Just know there's levels to this shit. These are people that don't realize that there's level to this shit. Yeah, you can come from the Caribbean, but you gotta understand it's still controlled. And they know that I know what the fuck I'm talking about, because they know that I know that how this shit really goes is way bigger levels to this shit. It's a hierarchy, actually. I don't give a fuck if you sit there, I'm Ifa, I'm Ifa. That don't mean a motherfucking shit is still controlled. So overstand and understand that somebody's going to make something very fucking clear and known that you supposed to did something a long time ago. If you told them that they were supposed to report something, if it was something where some people were supposed to stand down and leave a person alone, and you're still doing this and you're making it more of a personal vendetta or agenda to do something, they're about to make a very big something this weekend, and it don't look good at all. Because somebody could literally result in a hospital or something like that. But shit, if you cherish what you cherish, game face, bro.